This week we're starting our unit on ancient Greece. And since we usually start by looking at the geography of ancient Greece, we're going to start with this DOG, week 35, a history map of ancient Greece. In the first few paragraphs, you'll read about what ancient Greece was like, a little bit about how it's a peninsula and how the peninsula had many mountains. You'll read about the bodies of water that surrounded ancient Greece. You'll read about how they had city-states and what those consist of. And there's a little bit down here about the time periods of Greek's history. In this section of vocabulary words, some of them are familiar, but some of them might be new. City-state is an important one. They'll ask you about which city-states and what makes up a city-state. So make sure you come back and use these vocabulary words. There's also a reminder here to use complete sentences and correct spelling, and to restate the questions that you answer. On our map of ancient Greece, this whole map is ancient Greece, but only some parts of it are labeled. So, for example, we have the mainland of ancient Greece, which is this peninsula. Peninsula is almost completely surrounded by water. And this has some city-states on it. You'll see in the legend, the city-states are the little dots. And there is a mountain, which is this triangle symbol, Mount Olympus in ancient Greece. You'll also see many islands in the Aegean Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Ionian Sea. Some of the islands are labeled and some of them are not. There's also regions of ancient Greece, and the regions are shown by all capital letters. So if it asks which region, make sure you don't give a city-state, but you give one of these regions. There are 5. There's an inset map here. You're going to use this inset map to help you a little bit when you do the challenge this week. The challenge this week is to write a caption to go with this map. This map does not have a caption to tell you where in the world you are looking when you are looking at ancient Greece, but it does have the full map with some labels, and it also has an inset map to show you kind of the continent that you're looking at. When you go through some of these questions, make sure you give complete answers. So which seas surround ancient Greece is the first one. There are going to be 3 of them. Make sure you name all 3. This one says to name at least 5 city-states located on the mainland. So the mainland, remember, is just this section. That's all ancient Greece. Okay, so you're not looking at the little islands. You're not looking at this section here of Asia Minor, which is this little part belonged to the ancient Greeks, but it's not the mainland. So any city-states on the mainland would be fine. We talked a little bit about regions. One of them has a question about an island. So island is completely surrounded by water. And then a few of these questions are going to ask you to look specifically at some of these city-states and the city-state names. Some of them might look familiar, and some of them might be new to you. And I'm going to tell you, let's see, Olympia here and Marathon have some origin stories to things that we still have today. And you'll see those questions come up in your DOG this week. And finally, if I go down to Friday number 1, this is the part where it talks about it. What's a city-state? This is not on your map. Friday number 1 is in the vocabulary section or in the paragraphs. And then this challenge, you do have to do the challenge, It is add a caption to the map describing the location of ancient Greece. So in one sentence, tell me where in the world is ancient Greece in your own words. If you have questions about this week's DOG, feel free to ask during class or send me an email, and I'll make sure that I get those questions answered for you.